Yay, there I am. It worked. I know, I always sound like I'm shocked and surprised when it works, but we keep testing out new things. So I am shocked and surprised and happy, really happy. So, welcome to our special Friday afternoon edition. I have two guests with me today that I'm going to introduce, but first, let me just tell you about why we are here today. Uh, we are announcing the Dr. Judy Morgan's Naturally Healthy Pets Experience, which is a new tour that is being started. And Tampa is going to be the first location to kick off a tour that will be held in different cities throughout the year. Our one-day Tampa event is going to take place on March 25th and will be held at the East Lake Woodlands Country Club in Oldsmar, Florida. Who doesn't want to go to Florida in the end of March? I mean, for most of us, it's going to be warmer and nicer there than wherever we are. I know some of you get to live in really nice places, but it'll be nice. Anyway, so if you live in the Tampa area, or if you're going to be attending Global Pet Expo in Orlando, this event is the Saturday, the day after Global ends. So Global runs Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can pop on over to Tampa. It's only about an hour and a half drive. I looked because we're going to be doing that. And you can come join us on Saturday. So I wanted to introduce our two hosts for the event. So the first is Michelle McMullen, and she is founder of Love and Pups. I love the name. She's a lover of dogs and Mother Nature. She's here to help pups live their happiest, healthiest, most loved lifestyle by providing healthy, nutritious dog treats and meals for the Tampa Bay area. She's a true believer in the philosophy that food is medicine. Yay, somebody who totally agrees with me. Love and Pups is committed to being eco-conscious and is a proud winner of the Sustaini Foundation's Sustainable Business of the Year 2022. How cool is that? Not only is she following her passion, she's providing healthy meals for dogs, which is awesome, but she's doing it in an eco-sustainable way, so it's really cool. And then I'm also introducing Angela Ardolino, and she is here representing Alear Holistic Pet Store and Wellness Center, which is Tampa Bay's home of holistic care for pets. They're passionate about educating and empowering their community to care for their animals as Mother Nature intended. Again, right up my alley. They offer holistic food, treats, a healing herbal pharmacy, as well as holistic consultations and a local delivery service. So Yushira, who actually owns Alear, was not able to join us on this live today. So Angela Ardolino was nice enough to offer to fill in for her. So Angela, I'm going to start with you. What is it that you do?
Well, I live in Tampa, and I am the founder and formulator of CBD Dog Health, which is a line of full spectrum tinctures and salves, and also Myco Dog, which is mushroom extracts combined with adaptogens, and they're in tinctures for dogs also. And I have a local groom shop. And my favorite store to shop at, and who's such an ally of mine here in the community, is Yushira, the owner of Alear Pet Store and Wellness Center. And I love everything she does and support it. And Michelle is another ally. So when you asked me about the Miami event, I was like, how about Tampa? It's just right across from Orlando. And when you said yes, I immediately called Yushira and reached out to Michelle and said, hey guys, let's bring this to Tampa. Tampa's a beautiful, wonderful place. And there is a community here, but we literally get nothing here. It all goes to Orlando and nothing comes here, or Miami either. So we really appreciate you coming to our neck
Tampa,
of
the
the woods.
unforgotten town, or the forgotten town.
It's also one of the best kept secrets, so you're gonna fall in love with it when you come. But it is
Awesome.
it is different. It's so I'm happy that we have these allies in our community that we can all come together and bring you here and put on this event with you.
Great, thanks. So why did Yushira with Alear want to be involved in this? Because we didn't start out saying, hey, we need a bunch of people to put this together and sponsor this, but we got people to step up to the, or you got people to step up to the plate. what made Aaliyah say, "Oh, this is something I really want to do"?
Because what you preach, we practice on a daily basis, whether it's our online stores or what Michelle does or what Yushira does. And if you want to literally go to a store and pick up a natural product that's all natural, and then actually have a staff member who can talk to you about it, share the holistic vets like yourself that they can follow, so that because they come in every day wanting answers, just like they come to you every day. And this is a place where that they can come and get the education, touch the products, try the products, return the products, exchange the products. So being a person who has a product themselves, I handpick the retailers. We're more of a B to C, or work with the holistic vets, but our retailers we literally handpick because we want to educate them and know that they're going to be able to give the right information. And that's what she's all about. And that's why I knew immediately I could ask her. I was like, Krista, I think I have someone who can help me with this. Because she does this also on a regular basis. She's constantly holding wellness events, free wellness events, that both Susan and I have spoken at before. So I knew she would be thrilled to have you here.
That is awesome. That is really great. And I can totally agree with you about handpicking the independent retailers that carry your products, because there are so many pet stores that don't have trained personnel, that your product literally will gather dust at the back of the shelf
Yep.
in the dark,
Expire because it's a natural
expire,
product.
and then you have to buy it back, and they
Right.
never talk about it. They don't know how to educate people. So that is really critical. So I'm thrilled. I can't wait to meet her and check out the store. So Michelle, let's talk about the Love and Pups, but also what made you want to come on board and host this event along with Yushira?
Again, same kind of reasoning. I truly believe the more knowledge you have, the better that you can do for your pets. And this knowledge about alternative options needs to be shared. And Tampa Bay is a awesome community. There's so many dog lovers and pet businesses, and just it's an amazing community to have a pet. And we really support each other and work together. And Angie's just such like a powerhouse too, or working towards pet wellness is just it's a great place to be. And to bring you here and have these leaders share their expertise is going to be so beneficial.
Awesome. So we were talking a little bit before we went live about Love and Pups, and I wrongly assumed that you had a pet store, and that's not what you do. And so what you do is actually really cool. So tell us about Love and Pups and what you're doing.
Of course, I'd love to. So I did initially have a store that opened before COVID and just decided to go mobile. I have a little pup truck and travel to different local events and markets and things like that. And initially the company started because I had a dog that was diagnosed with cancer, and I jumped in with my holistic knowledge and expanded it tremendously. Was introduced to Dr. Judy Morgan and utilized her books and her knowledge to get on a path of wellness for my dogs, and it made such a difference. Love and Pups is somewhat different, that we also focus on being eco-conscious. We grow in our local organic community gardens. We partner with local farmers and just try to supply the freshest, most nutrient dense ingredients in our meals. By working with the farms, we remove a lot of the food waste from the waste stream, which helps the environment. We compost. Our materials and packaging is recyclable or compostable. Just always trying to keep eco-friendly practices in mind to help reduce kind of the carbon paw print, so to speak. We really encourage to reach out to your local pet stores. They have so much knowledge, especially like Aaliyah's wonderful alternative products. My dog was greatly helped by Angie's CBD dog health products, and just trying to share the holistic ways you can help with your pet.
Absolutely. And I can see now why you won the Sustainable Business of the Year. That is very, very cool. I'm totally on board with doing everything you can to to decrease that carbon paw print. It's a little trickier for us because we're sort of a mail order thing, so it gets a little trickier, but certainly using recyclable materials and that sort of thing is something that we all should be working for. So Angela, you also are going to be speaking. You're one of our speakers at the event. Can you tell us what topic you will be presenting?
You bet. Adaptogens for cancer, the gut, and autoimmune diseases.
Wow, three
So
biggies.
that's kind of, yeah.
Three
I know it
biggies.
sounds like a lot, but it really isn't when you get down to it. The
Awesome.
immune system lives mostly in our gut. So you take care of the gut and you really are halfway there. So I've just had amazing experiences, not only on my rescue farm using hemp and medicinal mushrooms and adaptogens and just watching unbelievable things happen. And it's beautiful. And now, however many laters I have, a whole array of veterinarians who've been using the medicine and having unbelievable success. And now we have veterinarians and oncologists who are turning to hemp or cannabis as their first choice instead of, well, maybe it'll help them in the end kind of thing. So I'm very excited to share what I know and what I've learned. I went through my own journey with my Doberman who was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, and I wasn't offered anything holistic. I was offered what everyone else did. And I'm lucky enough to know a whole bunch of holistics that I can call on the phone. And I know not everybody has that opportunity.
Right.
But I did do everything holistically. And she lived 26 months past her diagnosis and lived very happily. She was considered geriatric, and got to the point where people didn't believe that it was even osteosarcoma. So, of course, when we did finally, after 22 years, amputated the leg, sent it in to verify that it was. And it was diet, mushrooms, so much cannabis. I gave her full spectrum during the day and 10 milligrams of THC because we're medically legal here in Florida. So I went to my dispensary and gave her 10 milligrams of THC every single night. And that's what I think really kept that cancer from spreading. And through that, I learned that, I could prove that not only is THC safe when used correctly, but that it can help a dog, really fight off the cancer. It can help the dog not only fight off the cancer, it helps their immune system fight it. And THC, CBD interacts with 8 of the cancer pathways. And you combine medicinal mushrooms and other herbs, and you literally can interact with all 12 of them and give your dog a fighting chance.
The information is amazing, and it is true. We know a lot of what it can do, but this is one of those battles that's been fought for a while, and it will continue to be an uphill battle because big pharma can't really patent a plant that people can grow in their backyard. And so getting the research studies, getting funding for research studies is really difficult. And I have a lot of appreciation for people like you who do a lot of research. And I hope you're compiling all of your case histories and successes and all of that.
Yep.
So, and of course, we will be told that it's all anecdotal. But you know what? When you get 26 months in a large breed dog with osteosarcoma, that is huge. I think that all of the holistic vets need to, and well, you're not a veterinarian, but still you're doing all this research. I think everybody needs to just start writing chapters of every single case that we deal with, and not necessarily just cancer, like my dog with stage D heart failure that was given 2 months to live and lived 24 months.
Awesome.
I think that we need to start putting all of these together and saying, well, this is a lot. This is like a huge stack of anecdotal evidence. So let's just put it all together.
Yeah, and that's what and there is so much research on mushrooms, so much more on mushrooms because it's been legal to research it, and now on cannabis, and some of the leaders are other countries.
Yeah.
And guess what? All of that research has been done on animals. So we already know that what's going to happen when we do this to animals or give this to animals. But the more I talk to integrative and holistics, every time you mention research, they're like, I'd rather have anecdotal
Yeah,
evidence. I'm like, fine, here's a bottle, use it, and tell me what you
Here's a
find.
bottle, use it. You'll see what happens. But yeah, it's so difficult. In some states, veterinarians are not. I'm not allowed to carry CBD on my website. Um, and in some states, veterinarians are not allowed to talk about CBD. They certainly are not allowed to sell CBD. I'm pretty sure I was flying under the radar for a lot of
You were.
years.
That's why you're one of my heroes. You were one of the originals, and
we
I remember
we had
hearing you
a lot of
speak.
CBD went out of my clinic, and
I know.
maybe I shouldn't say that publicly, but I don't own it anymore. It's not my problem.
Right.
So, but it's there's so much. I can't wait to hear your talk because I really want the information. And even if I can't sell CBD products, I at least can recommend when I talk to people, and the more information I have, the more I can educate people. So we will also be having Susan Thixton presenting. And she's going to present on the challenges we're facing in the pet food industry and if any positive changes are being made. She did just attend the AFCO meeting this week, so I'm pretty sure she's going to have some news to share from there. She sent out, I didn't get to completely read her newsletter today, but it's at least started with some people came up and welcomed her to the meeting, which is a lot different than usual because usually it's the why are you here again? So that is huge. But if you've never heard Susan speak, Susan is amazing. She's the best advocate we have ever had for the pet food industry and trying to straighten them out. And we do have a new president at, I think it's a new president at AFCO, or maybe a new leader at FDA. I forget which it was, but we've got some new leadership on board that hopefully is going to work more with pet parents and not be so heavily skewed toward the influence of the pet food industry.
Well, now that they're buying up, the fresh and raw brands, of course it's going to change now.
We'll see. Anyway, that's another whole conversation.
Right?
We can have that conversation in person with people. And then I will be speaking as well. And I'm going to talk about some of the traditional drugs that we absolutely need to be avoiding and then alternative therapies to try instead. And I gave Lear and Michelle and I guess Angela probably saw it too. When Krista asked me what I wanted to speak about, I said, well, here's a list of topics. Why don't you ask our sponsors what they would like to hear? And this was what they asked for because they said so many people are still coming into the store or coming up to them and talking about their pets' allergies. And, it's been on Apoquel and steroids and Cytopoint forever. Coming in and saying, what have you got for fleas? It's Florida. We have a flea issue. What do I use? And so they said they're still having to really re-educate people, which is great. Just the very fact that a pet owner walks into a holistic pet store means they're open to learning something new. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. And then I'm going to do an open Q&A, kind of like my Ask Me Anythings that I do for my supporters group on Facebook. So bring your questions. And I love the open Q&As because you never know where the conversation is going to go. We can go down a rabbit hole on something that I never would have thought to bring up. So it can be really a lot of fun. And whatever is asked, I guarantee you will learn something that will be useful for your own pets. So it's going to be a really great day of cat and dog education. So we're not going to talk about just dogs. We're going to do dogs and cats. So if you're a kitty person, you are not left out. And so I want to tell everybody what the agenda is for the day, just so that attendees can know what to expect and also how to get tickets. There in the chat, there is a link to the tickets. But we'll start out with a continental breakfast. Lunch will also be served. There will be exhibitors there. There will be swag bags. And then we have the speaker panel with Angela, Susan, and myself. And I think there's going to be an open Q&A with the three of us as well. So it's not just me. So plenty of interaction. We also We have 2 types of tickets. The general admission is $79.99, and then there's a VIP ticket for $149.99. There's only 40 VIP tickets. It includes preferred seating throughout the event. You get more goodies in your swag bags, and there's a cocktail reception from 5 to 7 p.m. after the event for the VIPs, the speakers, and the major sponsors. So it's pretty limited. This is not one of those 500 people events. This is a pretty intimate event, but there's only 40 VIP tickets. So the link is in the chat, but it's at Event Create is where the tickets are listed. So that the tickets are available now. So for my supporters, jump on board. If anyone else, so I've seen people saying, oh, you should come to St. Louis, you should come to New Orleans. If you would like to host a Dr. Judy Morgan's Naturally Healthy Pets experience, or if you want to be a sponsor or an exhibitor at any of the ones that we announce, please reach out to us for more information. And that is through Krista at drjudymorgan.com, but you can email through the website, whatever, we will get you the information. So Hugh and I are back on the road. We love traveling. We love doing live events. It was so refreshing to get out on the road and start doing live events again last year. There is nothing like being at a live event with 100 or 150 people who are like-minded, want to learn holistic information, want to do the best for their pets. You'll be in good company. Ladies, anything else you want to add about the event?
Not only will you be in good company, but a lot of time, these are my favorite events to go to also, because you often, whoever is exhibiting, a lot of them are products that Dr. Judy Morgan, loves. And we're there, the founders, formulators are there. So you get to talk to them and meet them one-on-one. So yeah, there's nothing better to go to these, but these are my favorite. I can't even stand like the big global or anything like that. I just go to those events so that I can see my community, and I'm so excited we get to bring that community to Tampa.
Awesome. Michelle?
I'm just really excited. There's going to be so much knowledge sharing and just, getting the information that's needed out there.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. And as far as the vendors and sponsors, they do have to be approved by my team. So we are sent a list of people who would potentially like to be a vendor or a sponsor. Some make it and some don't. So it's sort of like on our website, anything that you see on our website that we're selling, it's because we like the product and we like the company. And we're pretty darn picky. So we're really excited to have been invited to Tampa as the first Naturally Healthy Pets experience. So
Yay.
I hope that a lot of you will jump on and sign up, get your VIP tickets. I was asked if 40 people was too many. If I walked into a room with 40 people in the VIP, would that be too much? And I said, no, I love these. And believe it or not, I'm an introvert. Like, I'm really shy. I won't just go up and start talking to somebody. So if I'm standing in a corner talking to my husband, please walk up and talk to me, because the chances of me taking that first step are really slim. I know I don't seem like an introvert because I'm all over the place, but I am.
Well, I hear you. Well, I'm so glad you're coming, and we're thrilled to have you. We're just thrilled and really appreciate you coming out to see us here in Tampa.
Well, thank you very much. And Michelle, and please pass on to Yashira, we are thrilled that you guys were willing to get this thing put together. It was a little bit last minute because we had to switch from one thing to another. So we are really appreciative.
And so everyone knows Yashira is in her store working, and that's why she couldn't be here. So I saw someone saying they don't know, a lot of times stores don't know what they're talking about. She's literally in her store working and helping customers instead of this, because she needs to, and that's how dedicated she is. So I just wanted to put that out there.
So Jeanette Pina says, is this open for pet owners? Yes, this is a pet owner experience. So we encourage all pet owners, dogs, cats, whatever, come out, meet everybody, get a little shopping in with the vendors, talk to people about their products, and also get some really, really good education and just have fun. Come out and meet other pet parents and meet all of us and meet the vendors. And it's a good time. So looking forward to it.
Cool. We are too.
All right. And retailers. Retailers are welcome to come, and retailers are welcome to, if you want to be a vendor, if you're in that area, whatever, please reach out to my team, mostly through Krista, but whoever, get a hold of one of us. All right, Joe, are we set? All right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, ladies. Really appreciate you.
You bet. Appreciate you.